Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Devilish Simmer and today is a special day. We have hit our 100 subscribers. Well, in fact, we are now on 101. So today I'll be doing 2 live streams, one now and one around 6 o'clock, which would be with Raft, and we will be exploring Caravan Island. But right now, we are in Sims 2, we are in the Cotsfields series, and we are going to be coming along with Andrew, and we are going to be building our first homes, of which some Sims can arrive into town and start fleshing out our town with some extra bodies. So let's jump right into this. So first we are going to need to build our plot. And we are going to need, is it a 3x3? It is. Is it a 3? Yeah. So we're going to place this down, and it's going to be a community lot because of course Andrew needs to purchase it in order to build. And we have I don't know what to call it. Temporarily, we will just call it homes, because that's what it's going to be. So we'll quickly load into Andrew. We will purchase this premises. And then we will send Andrew over, and he will start building. I've got planned a very nice building for this lot. So, what am I looking for? Real estate, purchase community lot. Speed him up a bit. So, we are purchasing homes. Oh, 4,800 just for the lot. I hope we're going to have enough money to build this one. We're going to end up running out of money again like we did with the garden, I'm supposing. So let's walk to lot, community lot. Only because I can't be bothered to wait for a taxi to arrive. Off we go. And we are here. Okay, why is it nighttime? Why is it every game I seem to play is always at night? Right, well first of all, I need to move him out of the way. Okay, right. And we will just pop in some cheats here. Move objects on. And I'm also going to set quarter tile placement on. Yeah. Right. And let's go into build and buy mode and let's turn it into day. Right, I'm just going to move him out of the way as well, just so he doesn't interfere with the building process. And let's just set up the lot. Let's pop down the custom roads. There we go. Okay, now all that's out of the way, we can crack on with the building. Now, this building is going to be a apartment block. So it's going to consist of 2 homes, 2 townhouse homes, which are 2 apartments. So 2 different families can live here, and they will pay rent in order to live in this property. So essentially it's like the starter homes of our town. So a lot of our homes are going to be too expensive to just purchase outright. So it's going to be very unlikely with Sims funds to purchase any of our other homes, because we are looking at probably 70, 80, up to 100 grand for all our other homes. So in order for Sims to move into our town, they are going to have to start here in a apartment and pay rent in order to save up some money. So, Elise Jones, I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Sounds like the UK right now. It is. Whereabouts are you from? So, that's enough description for this reasoning for the build. Let's jump in and let's start creating it. West Wales. Oh, so not too far. I was expecting you to say somewhere like America or Australia or something then. Right. Where to start? Let's start with the perimeter. Right. Okay, so me building functions are a bit off here. My mouse doesn't seem to be aligning up. Right. So I really don't know where to start with this. So I want some drives. We're going to have 2 because it's 2 different apartments. Let's make sure that that's on the grid. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 5. 2. Yep, that kind of lines up. And I need an interior. Yeah, just place them down. And walls. Oh, I've got jelly brain at the moment. I can't think where everything's stored. Right. So we've got 5. We're going to go an extra 4. So these are going to be Tudor-styled townhomes. So they are going to be very architecturally designed with lots of different shapes. I hope. If I can get it to work out the way I'm planning. And we'll see. Let's pop that. And how deep do I want to go? Let's go 8. Okay. That'll be okay for this section, I think. The ground floor is going to look relatively boring. It's mainly the upper levels that are going to have the design to them. Let's Okay, I'm happy with that. I will come back to the stair sections later on. Let's get the exterior sorted first. So I'm going to need to put a floor down. That'll do temporarily. So okay. No, that's not what I want. Let's okay, I'm lost in my design now. So right. Okay. Right, so it's the back I want to design here. So 1, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. Okay. Okay, that's looking quite okay. So let's pop up to the 3rd floor. And the 3rd floor is a straight, I think. So if I just do that. Okay. And I want to repeat what I've just done on the back on this side, but on the level above. Nope, that's wrong. Okay. Okay, yeah. And well, what floor are we on? Ground floor, 1st floor, 2nd floor. And yeah, another floor. So I want to go 1 in on this one. Because this is going to turn into a attic space or loft space. So I need to leave room for the roofs to come down. Okay. So we've got a funny looking shape at the moment. Let's get some wall textures on first before we start playing with roofs. Only because I absolutely hate roofs. Now, do I want to do it that way? Or do I want to do it the opposite way? No, I preferred the first way. How ruthless to its feelings. I do not care. Yeah. Probably the only thing that I hate about Sims 2 is the roofs. Cannot stand them. But to be honest, that isn't just a Sims 2 sentiment. I just hate roofs completely in the whole Sims franchise. They have never made a coherent roofing system that is easy to operate. Right, so we've got them. Now we've got to move on to the roofs. Oh dear. Right. Let's start with the easy bit. Easy bit? There is no easy bit. Right. That. And... there we go. Okay. Yes. Yep. Hey, that worked out quite great. That worked out a lot smoother than I was expecting it to. Let's get rid of them. Don't like those interior panels. There's no point for them. It just clutters up your build, makes it look messy. And just for the sake of it, let's do the opposite side. It's not part of a roof you're necessarily going to see during gameplay, but right, there we are. So we have our main structure coming together. We have a top roof on. Now we've got to get all these adjoining bits of roof sorted. Now, what is the best way for this? I am thinking, let's try these. Okay, yes. Now what we need to do with these is raise them up a bit. Okay, not that far. I just want them to connect with the upper roof to make it look like one conjoining piece. Let's drop it one. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just raise them. There we are. So it sort of looks conjoining there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the roofing's coming together a lot easier than I was expecting it to. Just drop down one. And we'll just place in this one. Like that. Now there is a little glitch system here, which is one reason why I've stepped it back one. If you just place the if you just place the roofs up to the exterior wall, when you go into neighbourhood view, it will edit out all the walls against where the roof is flush against, and it will just be an invisible wall, and you can just see straight through all of the neighbourhood lot walls. If you want the wall to appear and not disappear, if you just step the roof back one extra space, then it will keep the exterior walls in neighbourhood view, and you won't get the the hollow glitches. And then obviously you just delete the extra walling inside. And now it should work as normal. Let's sort out this second layer. Do I want to go all the way across like so? Oh, I do, but I need to step it back a layer. And let's get rid of that. Okay, fill these empty gaps in. And I need a form of porch here. So if I just pop that there, and will that one will work. Then we can get rid of these walls. Okay. And we'll just design them. Not going to be able to see the rear of them, am I? Okay, just. That'll do. Okay. So we have... Oh, I just need to edit those patches there. Pop it up a little bit. Okay. It's a bit annoying. Can I try and get rid of them? Might be able to... How about if I do them singular? Oh no, if I do them singular, I can't do the angle. Ah, no, never mind. Okay, that works. It's just a little attic space. You won't... Yeah, that's okay. You can see in there. You can do whatever it is you want to do up here. Yeah, perfect. Right. So, oh, I've not been looking at my money. 52 grand. Ooh. Okay, these are coming out a bit more expensive again than I expected. Let's pop a wall there. And I want a wall across there. There. And let's get some planters involved. Brilliant. Happy with that? And, oh, yes. Important. Most important part, actually. We need the stairs to get to the house. Gonna pop a railing up. But we are also going to pop some walls along here. Because I'm going to use my little piece here. What colour do I want it? Dark grey should be fine. Let's place them there. And then there we go. So it blends the stairs in nicely. And I need just pop that there. Oh no, I don't like that. I only want them to go there. So what I'm going to have to do is build another wall. Like that. And where's my stairs? This one I'm looking for. There we go, perfect. Just colour them in. There we go. I'm happy with that. 44,000 remaining. Let's pop them there. And I think it's more important to get the doors and windows in first. So let's place the doors. Okay. Oh, it's not in the wall. Oh, there we go. Place. Yep, okay. I'll copy it up here as well. Yeah. It's a bit odd just having a little window at the top. Okay. So we are getting there. We're getting a nice design coming along. And I want, because this is a Tudor style, we need some beams holding up these alcove sections. What do you call these sections that stick out? They're not alcoves. Can't think. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. Now we don't need any windows on this ground section because that is the garage area. Do need to pop some windows on this section though. Just yeah, 1, Okay. What did I just do there? 1, 2, 2, 1. There we go. Okay. And the back. Oh, I've done. Oh, I've got to do the upper layer, haven't I? So let's just copy the lower level. I think we might just leave it like that, to be honest. Yeah. Might come back and have a look at that in a bit. So we've got the majority of the exterior of the building done. Actually, I'm very surprised how quickly I've managed to put that together. It's only took me half an hour. I was expecting a building like this to be a bit more time consuming. Of course, we haven't done any of the interior of it yet. And the way our funds is looking, I don't think we'll be touching on the interior today. We'll see how it goes. I want to get the landscaping outside sorted first. The main priority is getting the building built, getting the landscaping in, and then Andrew can come back at a later date and fill in. Well, can come back at a later date and do the interior renovations and do the interior build. So we can leave that for another episode probably. We'll do the main build today, and in a later episode we'll do a interior build for it. So let's crack on with the. I've just said it, landscaping. So where shall we start? Firstly, I want to just pop in the fires, because I need the alcove. So I want a fire there and fire over here, because it's 2 separate apartments. If I've got enough money, I'll put the interior walls in and the dividing walls. But we'll see how the money goes. Oh, got less than 30 grand left. My builds are getting more and more expensive. Right. Landscaping, let's go. So we need some lamps. And pop in some benches. With these being apartment buildings, we've got to remember that this outside space is a community area for all the residents, and also the landlords bring on Saturdays like a welcome party, and they bring pizza and like a community meeting. So we need like area out here to sit and chat and have the little community meetings. I do love these bushes. There's a whole range of them, which back in the day when you purchased the game and when the game was in release, you got all these hedgerows that were like Topia designed, and you had all these cool like llama designs and dolphins. But when they brought out later editions and they brought out the Ultimate Collection and stuff like that, they're no longer available in the game. They've gone. They've disappeared. But you can jump onto Mod The Sims, and I think they're also on Sims Resource. And if you research Maxis hidden items, or Maxis lost, that's it, Maxis lost and found. If you go on Mod The Sims or Sims Resource and search Maxis lost and found, you find a whole array of items that used to be in the game, like these hedgerows, that during later editions, for some reason, they've took out. You've got these hedgerows. You've also, I'm trying to think now, that there's quite a few items. There's some plantage as well. You just have to go and have a little research for it. Here you go. You've got these as well. These are no longer in later editions of the game, but they used to be. If you bought the game back in 2004 when it came out, these used to be in the game, but they're not anymore. So again, just search Maxis lost and found items, and believe me, there is a huge array of items that has vanished, but it's there. It's in the game code files in your computer, but for some reason they just don't appear in the game anymore. So have a look at that. You'll be surprised how many things pop up, because I remembered these hedgerows back in the days when I was playing as a teenager, and I could swear blind that there were dolphin hedgerows and other designs, but I couldn't find them. They weren't in the game. And obviously it wasn't until I did a bit of researching and I found them, and it was just like, you know, I knew there was, I knew I wasn't going mad. I knew they were there. I'm trying to think of all the other items as well. There's loads of them. There's a good, probably 30 odd items that you can find, and they work like any other hedgerow. That they've got all the same animations as everything else. They overgrow and they get messy, and you can trim them back and preen them back to their topia stance. So they've got all the functionality and they've got all the animations and everything's still intact, which I'm very, very happy about. Wow, interesting. I've been currently building an XP machine and bought all the discs to play. It seems the Ultimate Edition is more trouble than it's worth. Yes and no. I don't think it's necessarily the Ultimate Edition that is the problem. It's more the fact of technology's been upgrading and the game can no longer... The way the game's been programmed, it's been programmed to recognise older systems of the time. So now with the upgrade of systems, the game's trying to find stuff, but it doesn't exist anymore, because obviously the graphics cards have changed and everything. So it's just struggling to find ways to make the game work. There are plenty of mods out there, there's plenty of fixes. It's just time consuming, and it's just a bit of effort to to get them all installed, get them all working. Once they're all in your game, like I've got them in the game, I have no issues with the game. Everything works perfectly, it works as intended. I have no graphical issues, I have no memory issues. You watch. I'm going to be bombarded with tons of technical issues now. Right, so we're getting there. I just less than 20,000 simoleons left. We are guzzling money. Let's just pop some trees back here. And some plantage. Let's hope not. I do hope not. The last thing I really want is my Sims 2 game to go down. Because I am not going over to Sims 4. I refuse. I play a bit of Sims 4, but for me, Sims 4 is a designing tool. I can go into Sims 4. I can build some amazing houses and some amazing designs, but when it comes to gameplay and playing The Sims 4, I just generally don't. It's lacking a lot of gameplay. It's boring. And secondly, it just doesn't work. You can't take them to a restaurant because dine out doesn't work. You can't get them married anymore because ever since installing the wedding pack, your weddings don't work. It's pointless taking them off to the new college expansion pack for teens because it doesn't work. It's just pointless. You'd be better off playing a game of cards. Right. So let's grab a fence. Stick with this one. I do hate how just if you don't design the trees in, they just sit there and it's like they look out of place. They look like they're not attached to the ground. Generally, if I just have a tree sat in a ground on its own, like these over here, I'll just put a bit of texture around them just to make it look like they're dug into like the terrain a bit. Or I like make planters like over here just to make it look like they've been designed to be there. There's a issue with this tree as well. It's the the breadfruit tree. There's a glitch error with the breadfruit tree, where if it gets struck by lightning, as we know, if trees get struck by lightning, they like set on fire, and if they're not put out in time, the whole tree will go up in flames. But generally, you can put the fire out and it's done. The breadfruit tree doesn't. The animation doesn't go out. So you can put the fire out and it will stop the tree going up in flames, but you'll continue forever having the little fire animation around the base and it doesn't disappear. A couple of ways to fix that. You can either just go into build by mode and move the tree and move it back again and it'll get rid of the animation, or delete the tree and just build a new one. Or there is a mod over on Mod The Sims which fixes the issue, and it's a fix. Again, the tree can be hit by lightning, but it will no longer set on fire. So it basically just stops the tree setting on fire. It fireproofs the tree, so you no longer have the fire animation glitch. When the stream's over, I'll link the web description to that particular mod to the description box, so you can all find it. Let's finish off over here. And gonna put some wear and tear into this area, because with benches being here, Sims are walking over the grass. Yeah, that'll be okay. And do the same over here. I love doing this trick with these lamps as well. I think they look a bit out of place when they're on their own. But if you just double them up and turn them round, I think they're a much nicer lamp. They fit in a lot better. I do the same with these as well, and I double them up. Just think they look a bit more elegant. So, I think we're done with this bit of landscaping here. Okay. So we're looking pretty good. Now we'll just add, we've still got about 17,000. So let's add a few realism details to the exterior. Let's get their electricity meters in. These, of course, are all custom content. And let's get some of these in. And I like using these pipelines from the industry pack, which I believe came with, was it apartments it came with? Apartments or free time, I think. Or possibly they were base game. It's hard to tell. I'm just so used to having them here. I like to use these as like fake sort of guttering pipes from the roofs. Just gives a bit of extra detail to the sides of your buildings or the fronts of your buildings, wherever you put them. Oh, that one twisted. It won't go. There we go. So it just looks like a guttering pipe coming down the side. And we will add some lamps in here. And I want to raise these above the door. There we go. So we are very well lit there. It's not a dark area. Okay, so we've got our electricity boxes in, we've got our air conditioning in, we've got most of the landscaping done. We've got our lights done. I want to just put a bit more detail onto the building here. So we're gonna pop a couple of vines up. There we go. And just put a simple one over here. Just crawling up a bit. Okay. Might do a bit of editing to them off camera a bit. Make them look a bit more fluent and blended in a bit. Right, so we can now pop in some stairs here. Are you going to make me delete that, are you? Right. There we go. And sort out that. And again, I want these to blend in. So we'll pop them up and we'll use that one, I think. There we go. And then we can paint them in. Makes the stairs just look like it's built into the wall a bit more. Like the same we did out here. So that's the stairs to the first level. Let's pop. Oh, you're not going to let me do that, are you? Right. What am I doing? Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, very cross. Duh. Right, there we are. So that's split the two apartments. So we got one apartment this side, one apartment that side. and I'm not actually quite sure how I want to split up these rooms, to be honest. So we might leave that for the interior designing episode, designing the layouts of the walls, as well as obviously wallpapering, flooring, getting in the kitchen suite and the bathroom suite. Now these properties aren't going to be fully decorated with furniture and everything, because obviously they are apartment buildings, so we're just going to put the basics in that you would see in any fitted home, bathrooms, kitchens. Everything else will just be left blank, empty rooms. So when Andrew sells the place on and the landlord rents out the place to people, then obviously the Sims can move in and fill the place with their own furniture. So I think that's come together quite nicely. I don't think there's necessarily anything else we need to add in this particular episode. So we'll come back for another episode at a later date. We will do the interior designing before Andrew sells the place on, which once Andrew has sold the place on, we will then convert the lot from the community lot that it currently is into an apartment lot, and I'll probably do a tutorial episode on that, of 2 different ways in which you can convert your lot types, and then the building can go on the market to some new arrivals to the town. And Andrew and Jason will no longer be the sole inhabitants of Cotsfields. We will have a new 1 or 2 families. So we can start some interesting gameplay between all them. So I think we've done very well on this episode. We've built a very large building. Again, it's come out at 95 grand in total. So it's a expensive building. So, on that one, guys, I think we are going to leave the premises. Let's take Andrew home. I hope he can kick everybody off this lot. Oh yeah. I haven't got a clothes board. It worked. So now Andrew has managed to improve his own home. He's managed to build a small little business, the fishmongers for the town. He's built the communal manor gardens, which is right in front of our house here. And he has now built, or partially built, the first apartment lot buildings for the town, where Jason Fields has done nothing. So, for this episode, guys, we are going to leave it there. We've built our first apartments for the town. I'd like to say again a very big thank you to the support on the channel, and reaching 100 subscribers within just a couple of weeks. I am very grateful for that and amazed, and I hope all the videos that I provide, whatever they be, is entertaining to you or interesting or gives you some form of information, and I hope you just enjoy the channel and the videos. So thank you for being part of the community, thank you for joining us, and I will be live again later on today for our 100th subscriber special. That game will be going over onto our raft in Raft, and we will be exploring Caravan Island in this episode. So until 6 o'clock, guys, I will all see you later, hopefully. Thank you for being with us, and until the next one, happy simming.